Okay, welcome back to the Forever World. This is the third episode in a row that I'm recording back to back. So, yeah, nothing has been done once again. However, I had a change of heart, so originally I wanted to do some more mining. However, I think I'm going to leave the mining for today. We have our initial 3 diamonds still here in tippity top shape. And what I'm going to do today, at least to start, is I want to do a little bit of exploring, try and find some pretty cool terrain, and hopefully we'll find some cool building spots as a result. So that is the plan for today. I do have a white bed on me, so I think we're going to head this direction because I did see, look, as you can see right here, there is some hills there in the distance. And I just thought, I just thought let's finish this initial, I guess, episode trilogy with some, I guess, exploration, and also the glitched out pigs from episode 1 and back. I actually haven't looked into what is causing it. It's obviously a texture pack thing, but what it is specifically, I don't know. And to be honest, I find it too funny really to care. So, yeah, basically, that is it. It's actually not as cool as I thought it was going to be, by the looks of it, which is a bit of a shame. Let's just keep exploring. I want to get some of these 2 tall flowers. So the idea today, yeah, basically is just to explore a little bit, try and find something cool. I should have arguably took a screenshot of the chords, but I can get them from one of the recordings. Oh, this bit's cool though. This is starting to go in a direction that I like to see. Some lovely cliff sides over here. Is that floating? Just a couple of random floating blocks. Pretty cool. I'm trying to think of the 3 tree types we can get in this generation. I kind of think we could maybe do with trying on the lookout for some spruce, actually. I think spruce could be a decent way to go. But yeah, for the most part, I am just looking for some cool terrain. Oh, another 2 tall flower we haven't got actually yet. So I think we've got all the 3 that we can get once we've got this one. If I can actually get to it. Here we go. Yeah, so now we have, or is it? Oh, there it is. Now we have all 3. Although there is this an ocean? It looks like we're heading towards. Ideally, I want to avoid oceans, to be honest. Okay, that's a lot of angry zombies. That's a dungeon. That's surely a dungeon. Or is it just a cave? I think that might just be a cave, you know? But that don't really sound like it. Huh. Who knows? But yeah, so let's keep on the lookout. Oh, it is actually getting nighttime. I have a single torch on me, so hopefully this is enough. Otherwise, we are surviving our first night without a bed because of the nightmares that you can get in this game back in the day. This bloody wall is not going to be too bad to cross, actually. I just don't want to get any wood to actually deal with it. Okay, let's actually now get set up. That will hopefully be enough. We are in water as well, and I don't think... I just accidentally nudged the wall. Yeah, I don't know if that actually... it being in water helped or not. But, pretty sure... I don't think monsters can spawn in water in this version. I could be wrong. But with all the mods, I'm pretty sure they might not be able to, because there's no drowns. So I know the only ones I actually remember genuinely spawning naturally in water. But a lot of the terrain around here is just semi-hilly, to be honest. It's nothing too inspiring. If anything, this is more like modern generation, actually. We are actually off the map as well. But, I mean, there's a little, I guess, like, cliff face right there. Let's see. Ideally, every single time I see the pigs... Ooh, floating islands. Ooh. Ideally, we could do with staying close to the map. This is a pretty cool area, though. Little floating island. That cliff face would be quite cool to have a build in front of. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Just some hills, looks like, in the background. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, at this point, I don't know whether I genuinely just don't know what to say, or whether I am feeling the commentary burnout. I've probably been filming for just over 2 hours. Oh, okay, my keyboard's having a seizure. It is about 2 hours at that one average. Oh, it's a weird line. Yeah, it's about just over 2 hours now, I think. So I just thought, you know, like, everything's set up, I might as well record a third one. And so, yeah, let's do a little bit of exploring, you know? Saved having to do some mining. Now that you know, though, how I do my mining, I think I am going to do my mining off camera. Because, to be honest, like, not everything has to be on camera. Like, that's not like a rule I have, or anything like that. I also should be careful with my food, my health. But yeah, not everything has to be on camera. Like, that's not a rule that I've set. But this is pretty decent. But yeah, like, I would like to, in an ideal world, keep as much on camera as I can, and I don't really want episodes to be just mining. I suppose I could do. I think I probably will still do the off-camera mining for now. But I suppose I could do a like spin-off series where we just mine and yap about anything and everything. The only thing is like getting that in the schedule. Oh, that's the end of my sword's life. Oh. See, look, this is pretty cool. Nothing special though. I love the mountain ranges the most, but I will say that this is pretty cool. I think this is definitely a build location for the future right here. This is pretty cool. But yeah, I do think we'll get a little bit of lag, maybe now. Saying that, I've had the game open for a good few hours now. But yeah, I do think that, you know, having at least the mining off camera will just help things in the long term of the series. Maybe I'll do like the occasional one on camera. Like, just kind of like outside of general stuff. Oh wait, what's this? This is a unique flower bed, I guess. I will take some blue orchids because these are flowers. These are all modern flowers. Besides the roses, which are literally just poppies, just retextures anyway. It's not very often you see these kind of flowers. I wonder if this is a different biome. I wonder if we'll get maybe like a flower forest or something come up at some point as well. I think that'd be pretty cool. I have been contemplating whether to put a texture pack on. Reconsole comes with quite a few, including Faithful, like old Faithful as well as modern Faithful. So I've been kind of contemplating that lately. But we will see. Wolf. Oh, that's actually the first time I've looked at wolf, apparently. We'll have to get some pet dogs soon. Unfortunately, no cats will naturally spawn. That's the only downside to this, is like there are going to be mobs that, and you know, also you know, like just in general, like blocks and stuff that it's going to be hard to get, or literally impossible. We will never be able to have cats on this world. For example, oh, some ice. Okay, spruce. I see the spruce. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. We may not be having the cool terrain completely just yet, but at least we are getting some spruce wood. I do think that I'm going to keep going in the same direction. I think that's probably the smart play, because then we can at least it'll be easier to like keep track of our whereabouts. We do get horses though. We just need to get saddles, which aren't craftable unless I got like a data pack or something added on, which, you know, could happen. Also, I need to wait around for at least a sapling, which I got one at least. So we'll wait a minute. But yeah, so we could get horses at some point. But I've been doing a bit of thinking, and I think I'm going to use minecarts quite a lot in this world for navigation across all the different... Oh, they fall apparently. For like the different areas and stuff. Because we're not going to stick to like one area. Across the whole world. How many have we got so far? Oh, I've got 3. That'll be more than enough. For the time being anyway. And also I know where to get more if need be. Granted, I don't really have many uses for them. Trying to keep this completely like TU1 to TU4. Assuming this is pretty cool, to be fair. But trying to keep this like completely to those set versions, unfortunately would mean like, you know, certain blocks I'll be able to use, like, you know, like a birch plank or a spruce plank I'd be forced to basically make into sticks or chests. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Here we go. What is it? Oh, this is such a pretty area. I like this. Yeah, that's pretty. That's definitely a build spot, I think. It's a pretty area. It's kind of giving like a better version of pack.png, not gonna lie. Which is a decently good thing, I think. A good thing as a whole. But yeah, so I'm personally of the opinion that at the moment maybe I'm going to perhaps do like a hybrid, because like, you know, we've got blue orchid in our inventory. Like, you know, we're not fully beta / TU1. We're not also fully modern. Maybe a hybrid approach is the right way to go. But also we can just tailor it. We can also just tailor the experience to how we want, because that's one of the joys about this, is that we can do just that. You know, it is very configurable. I can add hunger back if I want. I can add sprinting back if I want. You know, these different features I can bring back, and I can take some away as well. The only thing I can't change is the generation. But I mean, why would I want to do that with how beautiful the beta terrain generation actually is? Okay, let's just get prepared, and hopefully that'll be enough, because I've only got an axe now. There we go. Just one appears to be more than enough. Which actually reminds me, I'm gonna eat one of the. I'm gonna eat some of the raw ones, because I don't really want to use up a full cooked one. Oh. Okay, I can't reach you from here anyway. Right. This is pretty cool. More blue orchids, but you know, it's a pretty cool little valley we've got here. Let's see what's on this side. I don't really know how I feel about building with snow, or in snow areas. You know, yeah, this is a pretty cool little, like, I guess, like, maybe a little village would be a nice thing to go up here. Yeah, in terms of transport around the world, obviously, because we're going to have all these different little projects, I'm kind of at the moment thinking, like, sky highways using minecarts. Very much an ibxtoycat kind of thing. Already down a heart, brilliant. So maybe it won't happen, because it is obviously like a toycat thing, but you know, we'll see. Maybe it'll be something that happens. A little, like, survival island holiday home maybe can go right there. Let's have a look, see what's around this corner here. Yeah, so, well, to be honest, I just want to do today some exploring. I know I've banged on about it a lot, but yeah, today I'm doing some exploring mainly because I want to just get it out of the way. I already know what we're going to be working on over the next few days, or a few episodes, sorry. This is looking pretty, yeah. There we go. New phrase for you. Some decent terrain generation. I'm kind of picturing, like, a mega build, though. Like a nice palace. A nice palace would look really cool right here. No pun intended. And some also decent terrain generation. I wish it was more, but beggars can't be choosers. Maybe that's something we can change ourselves. You know, do a bit of terraforming. Although actually, they're more starting to come into shape right here. Starting to get some more mountainous terrain. Truly, the mountainous terrain is where it's at. All sweet berries. Okay. Like I say, if we're doing both, then we might as well. Like a little hybrid. I mean, they've literally generated. Which I don't know how I feel about. Like, I kind of don't genuinely know how I feel about that sort of thing. Like, obviously, this isn't, like, you know, a fully faithful, like, recreation anyway, but why are they only... Oh, okay. They only stack to 8. Okay, cool. But even still, you know, it would be nice to, you know, have one or the other fully at my disposal. Some really cool mountainous terrain here. Definitely for a mega build as like background terrain. That would be pretty cool to see, is like how the terrain affects when it comes to mega builds. I think when we get to the mega build side of stuff, we'll truly start to see the terrain generation either shining or maybe being a bit more lackluster. But saying that, the terrain generation that they had after this was very lackluster and didn't really change things too much. So, some more hills over here. And turtles! Okay, is the terrain generation glitching out or something? Because it's another thing we haven't had yet. I feel like mobs aren't, like passive mobs aren't really spawning all that much. It may be because I'm used to the spawning rates from beta, but I'm pretty sure they even spawn more in regular Java. Perhaps it's like something to do with the biomes, because obviously these are all like modded biomes. At least I'm pretty sure it is modded biomes and not just all like 3 particular biomes that generate. Which could be why as well, like that could be why the sweet berries are spawning. They're also in generation. What else we got? This is all ocean now, innit? I suppose we could make a boat, but ideally I don't really want to go too far. That's the only problem. I mean, we're already 2000 on the Z-axis. So I think I'm going to start working my way back. And then maybe we'll go in a different direction. Or we'll do the mining that I originally had planned as well. We could maybe do a bit of both, to be fair. But we've already found a few decent locations anyway, so it's not like as if it's been completely dry. Is that a donkey? Yeah, it is. It's pretty funny. Just a random donkey in the middle of nowhere. Oi, donkey! Get out of my swamp! Yeah, you could tell him, well, it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, so, yeah, I'm definitely, normally if I'm up at this time and I'm recording, it's usually Mario Kart stuff, and, like, that's, I wouldn't say that's, like, highly entertaining, like, highly, like, I wouldn't say entertaining, but, like, doesn't keep your brain, like, completely active, like, you know, like, I'm not switching off right now either. I don't know, maybe recording 3 in a row was, maybe that wasn't the smartest idea, but saying that, I haven't made a single smart idea across this whole series over the first 3 episodes, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyway, I'm gonna, yeah, unless I find something really cool, I'll just meet you back at the shipbox, where we'll just pick a random direction to go in. This feels like it's the weirdest fucking field ever. This is just retarded fucking pig village, innit? Or retarded pig valley or something. Oh my god. No way. No freaking way. Natural pink sheep. Oh my god. That is screenshot worthy there. Oh my days. Wow. I don't want to do it, but I feel like I have to. We need to have record of this in some form, but wow. Naturally spawning pink sheep. These are so rare modern. I think they were probably the same rarity in beta, but even if they were, I doubt that they changed that in nostalgic tweaks. I've just discovered a pink sheep, guys! Oh my! Oh my! Well, there we go. Some natural pink wool. Right there. For the taking. And I've just realised I've gone completely past my base. Or our base. But still, this is pretty cool. This actually might be the mountain range that we saw originally, actually. Looking at the map, it might be. Meaning we will be able to work our way back from spawn, if we so wish to. But yeah, naturally pink sheep. pretty cool. Speaking of cool, this mountain here is pretty sick. With a little bit of a... With a little bit... Okay, maybe I'm getting tired. With a little bit of a extra bit there. I still not eaten in real life from this recording session. I've literally been running off of the cup of tea I made, and then yeah, just pure brain power. But yeah, that is the original sort of mountain range. This is actually the area, we're actually not that far. This is the area that I think I'm going to be building in, starting in the next episode. Have an idea for something there, but I think we're going to keep going in this direction. Spawn is just around that area, so we'll head past spawn. Maybe something else we can find by the top of the map, perhaps. So far, though, I have to admit, it kind of feels like it's more like a country. The sort of terrain and the water in particular, it is kind of giving, like, I don't know, I would say the UK, but I feel like it's better than that. It is though slightly kind of giving like country, you know, like island country sort of vibes, which I actually do quite like. I do quite like the idea that, you know, you are kind of on an island. It is also kind of reminiscent on the old generation of console, because it was the same generation as Java. It used the same like terrain generator, but the worlds are limited. So on Java they were unlimited. So like this world right now is unlimited as well. We may even get the Farlands actually, given that it's the beta gen that we're running. But as a result, though, that wasn't really a thing on Xbox because it just couldn't handle it. 360 would not be able to handle an infinite world like that. So they opted basically to just limit the world. I think it was 256 by 256, which in the end actually meant a pretty finite world. Like, you know, everything was quite limited in terms of resources. You would have run out quite quickly if you weren't careful. And yeah, as a result, I think, you know, it kind of made for a fun sort of challenge, really. However, the main thing was that the world border was just like an endless ocean that you couldn't like cross into. So the oceans are kind of giving me vibes of that. We have also reached now the top of the map. We'll go for a little bit longer, not too much. Terrain is starting to look kind of similar though. I feel like bar the like occasional mountains, this seed is very much samey. It is just these like rare mountains where, I mean, I wouldn't even say they're rare, but oh, coal. I could do a coal anyway. It is kind of the mountains that are like sparse, that's generating a lot more, I would say, just the same kind of terrain, which I don't know, it's making a lot of very like flat areas, which we could do some quite like large scale projects in, but I want mountains for like backdrops and stuff, so it would be quite nice if we got a few more in quite a short space with each other, and also kind of close as well. That'd be kind of nice. I love just hearing the random XP chimes. Makes you wonder what kind of level we'll be on when we get towards later on in the series, when obviously, you know, it's not a thing for us enchanting, so you know, it'll be kind of nice to see whereabouts we will be in the end. Maybe enchanting is something I do like bring in later on though. I have got some ideas on like how to like integrate maybe some more modern features into the world later on if we feel like we need it to keep things a little bit more exciting. But yeah, see, look, like it's like it does kind of feel almost like British countryside, like, you know, or like a coastline, you know, like little islands popping up. Like that'd be cool for a lighthouse, or you know, maybe in like the event of a war, like it's been turned into like a watchtower for intruders that may be wanting to come across and invade. Pretty sick mountains in the background, I've only just seen. Could be the original mountains. I'm not quite sure on that, but I will be definitely contemplating a build in this area. Jeez, that is a beautiful mountain range right there. How much further do we really want to go? That is the big question we have right here. I think we'll go a little bit more, maybe another 5-10 minutes before looping back, I think. And I'll probably just end the episode once we're done exploring. I actually don't know how long any of these episodes are going to be. I have a hunch on the first one being like about an hour and 15. But the last 2 episodes, including this one, I have no idea. They could be an hour, they could be an hour, they could be like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. I don't really know where the ballpark is going to be, to be honest. I think I am just going to wing it, because you see, when it comes to the Mario Kart stuff, when it comes to Weamfly streets, they're about 40 odd minutes, but there's a big kind of a bigger reason to that. That mainly actually being that a lot of it is just just orphaned a demented pig. Love to see it. I kind of knew I was going to say that. That's a phrase from a Minecraft realm. I can't remember what I was on about now. We have got a bit desert though, and that is kind of important because every world has to have a resource desert, and especially a forever world has to have a resource desert. There's no doubt about that. So quite glad to see a bigger scale desert. Quite a lot of surface clay still. It does make me wonder whether the mod does is like generating things slightly glitched or like slightly inaccurate. Obviously, we know things like flowers are going to be different, and like obviously sweetberry bushes, for instance, they're not a thing back in the day. But you know, the surface, the clay seems to be very common, and that was just not the case back in the day. I remember from my beta world, it was not fun having to constantly hunt around for clay. Like, genuinely, it was an awful experience having to hunt around for it. I do not recommend it. If you're going to build with anything in the original betas, and I think as a result console, do not build, whatever you do not build with clay. Hello. Okay. Now this is concerning, because in the last episode, spoiler alert, we found a dungeon, and I did tick off generated structures when I created the world. Partly because of like ocean monuments, oh, cute little bunnies. You know, because of like ocean monuments mainly. Desert wells weren't added until beta 1.8, so that is TU5. So kind of strange that we've got one. Dungeons I can pass along because they were dungeons back in then, but yeah, I feel like we are going in a direction where randomly out of nowhere there's going to be a village or something, and that I don't want. I don't want it. First and foremost, I just don't. So let's hope not for that. No, let's hope it does stay the way it is. But maybe I have to double check the world. I don't even know if it'll tell me now in the menu. But yeah, it does feel kind of weird that we've bumped into another randomly generated structure when I had specifically ticked that not to have them. But maybe that has been overridden by the terrain generation. Maybe that has been overridden when I cooked it up and I had to redo it all again. Maybe I didn't actually press the right thing when I went to redo it. But yeah, let's have a gander, shall we? I think we are coming towards the end. Yeah, the terrain is getting hillier, which is good, but it's like a steady hill. It's not a steep one. Another lava pit though. Yeah, it's not quite going too much in the right direction. Honestly, that's kind of disappointing. I expected a little bit more unique terrain than what we've actually ended up with. Unfortunately, at least in the nearby vicinity. Maybe, you know, maybe it'll pay off. But, at least for now, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. But, although there are some pretty cool hills over there, but that's kind of what it's mostly been, is just like the occasional pretty cool hill, a very cool mountain range, but a lot of them are already sort of what we kind of knew at spawn, so I'm not quite sure what to make of it too much. We're going to go over this quick little hill, and then I think we will wrap it up for today. A more calmer, casual episode. I guess the social battery just completely died just before I started recording this. I'd contemplate not doing another one. Oh, it's snow. Okay, yeah, nothing really to write home about unless there's something literally just over here, maybe? Maybes? No. Oh, actually, maybe. We're gonna end on a high in terms of the exploration. In both ways. Oh, we certainly are. Oh my days. Oh, this is beautiful. Another location. I think we got like about 3 or 4 in terms of locations for building today. So another place we can start a project potentially. Okay, so now it's post-commentary Tara, because the episode was planned to come out yesterday, however I never got around to editing it in time, so the way I ended it, I wanted to just kind of go back over again. Yesterday I went into the town centre to take photos of my Halloween cosplay. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do a video or like a podcasty thing going over my first ever cosplay experience, but just to sum it up right now, I did Dark Bloom from Winx Club. I'll show some photos on screen right now. Had an absolute blast. Some pretty cool memories as well from that. And I was out for a lot longer than I thought, so I got home at like 2, 3-ish. So I didn't really have time to edit, especially because I was starting work at 10 o'clock and I hadn't slept yet, so I needed to get some sleep as well. So I opted to do the community post saying it wasn't going to come out, it was going to come out today. And, you know, show a few photos to kind of show why. But yeah, so that's kind of why it didn't come out. I hope you are having a lovely Halloween. I will be working on the overnight again, so I won't. But I am dressing up in my Dark Bloom cosplay for it, so I have something going for me, I guess. But yeah, I hope you do have a wonderful Halloween. Safe Halloween, but also a wonderful Halloween, whether you're going out trick-or-treating, if you're going to the clubs, whatever it may be. Or maybe if you are being a little gremlin and staying home and trying to pretend you're not in whilst everyone knocks on your door for the first time. Whatever it may be, I hope you have a wonderful Halloween, and I will see you Monday for another episode of Legacy4ever with... I've already recorded it, and I think it's probably the best episode so far. So, to be fair, it's not exactly a stretch. But anyway, I hope you all have a lovely, happy Halloween. and I will bid you adieu until Monday.